Hello and welcome back. In the last session, we looked at Git LFS. By default, Git allows a maximum size of 100 MB for your files. But what if you have files which are more than 100 MB? This is where Git LFS can be really useful. We also looked at a demo for this. So here, this is from the last session. So you can see the usage. It shows how much you have used and what is your price and everything. Now, in today's session, we are going to talk about periodically cleaning up your repository. When you're working on a project, your local repository can get messy with untracked files, build artifacts, and old feature branches that have long been merged. This clutter can be confusing and can even lead to accidental commits of unwanted files. Periodically cleaning up your repository is a simple but important habit for any professional developer. In this session, we will cover two most essential cleaning up tasks: removing untracked files and pruning old branches. Now, before we dive into the details, if you found this content helpful, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep making more videos just like this one. Let's get started with this. First, let's talk about cleaning up untracked files. So let's say here I will create few files. So let's say 1.py, 2.py, 3.py, just for the sake of example. Now, when you run the git status command, you will often see a list of untracked files. Now, these are the files that Git is not currently managing. They can include temporary files, build outputs like your dist folder, or log files. While Git ignores them for commits, they still clutter your working directory. For this, we can use the git clean command. This is a very destructive command, so you must use it with extreme caution. We will always use a dry run first to see what will be deleted without actually deleting anything. For this, we can use this -n flag. So here the -n flag, it stands for dry run. This command will list all the files and folders that would be deleted without actually deleting them. This is your safety check. So in this case, I have three files which are untracked, and you can see they will be removed if I run this git clean command. Now, once you're confident that the list of files is what you want to remove, you can run the command git clean with -f flag, which is for force. This command will delete all of your untracked files, but will not remove any untracked directories. So here, if I run the git status command, you can see now all the files are deleted. But if you had a directory which was in the untracked state, that will not be deleted. Now, if you want to delete any of your untracked directories like node modules or dist folders, or let's say this demo, clean demo, any folder, you must use the -d flag. Always use a dry run first. So here we can say git clean -nfd. So here dry run show files and directories to be deleted. So you can see here would remove 1.py, 3.py, 2.py, and also the directories. So if you are ready to delete them, you can just run this git clean -fd, which will delete all of your files and directories. So this is how you can keep your working directory clean with any of your untracked files and directories. If you no longer need them, you can simply use this git clean command. But please be very careful with this. This is a very destructive command. Once the files are gone, you won't be able to get it back. So please be very cautious when you're using this command. So that's about cleaning up untracked files. Now let's talk about pruning old branches. So after a feature branch is merged and deleted from the remote repository, so in this case, I have this index.html, and you can see I have changes merged from my feature 2 as well as from my feature 1 branch. And the respective branches are deleted from my remote repository. But a record of that branch would still exist in your local machine and in your local remote tracking branches. So here, if I run the git branch, you can see I still have the branches. Now these branches often form a clutter that you should periodically remove. So step one would be to prune the remote branches. So first, let's remove the stale remote tracking branches. For this, we can use this git fetch command with --prune flag. So this will remove any remote tracking branches that no longer exist on the remote repository. So let's run this command. Sorry, there's a typo. And you can see here it has deleted the remote tracking branches. So you can either use this git fetch hyphen hyphen prune or a slightly more verbose but equivalent command. So you can use this git remote prune origin. You can use this as well. So both the commands are same. It's up to you. But since we already executed this, this is not really doing anything for us. Second step would be to delete the local merged branches. So now you need to delete the local branches that you have already merged. You can get a list of all of your local branches that have been merged into your main branch with this git branch hyphen hyphen merged command. So this will give you the list of branches that are safe to delete. So in our case, feature 1 and feature 2 have already been merged and they are safe to delete. The third step would be to delete the branches. So you can delete the branches one by one with the hyphen D flag. So we'll use, so let me first check what is my current branch. I'm in the main branch. So we'll say git branch hyphen 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 D and then the branch name. Likewise, we will go ahead and delete the second branch as well. So now I should have only the main branch and this will be up to date with whatever changes I have from feature 1 and from my feature 2. For more efficiency, you can use a script to delete all of them at once. Be careful with this command and only run it after you have reviewed the list of merged branches. So you can also use this git branch hyphen hyphen merged grep hyphen v main and then extra arguments git branch hyphen d. You can do this as well. So this is basically giving me error because this particular command might not be giving me any output. So we are excluding the main, so it does not have any branch for us. So basically this command will list all the merged branches, filters out the main branch which we don't want to delete, and then passes the rest of the branches to this particular command. And that is how we can periodically clean up your repositories. So keeping your Git repository clean is a small task that pays off in a big way. By periodically cleaning up untracked files with Git clean and pruning old branches, you will ensure your repository is always organized, efficient, and ready for your next big task. And that brings us to the end of this session. If you found this content helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and let me know in the comments section if you have any queries. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next session.